Namaste everyone. So we were discussing about mean deviation, isn't it? Measures of dispersion in that mean deviation, isn't it? So mean deviation means we are taking deviation from any measure of central tendency here. It may be arithmetic mean, median or mode. So we saw mean deviation is least when it is measured from a median, that is called the minimal property of arithmetic mean. So hope you understood the concepts which we discussed so far, that is range, quartile deviation and this one mean deviation. So mean deviation problems we will do, but while doing class we are telling some problems. If you have textbook means better to do the problems, some more problems from that textbook. Okay, then you can check the answers also given in the last. Similarly, just to go through the practical problems also. We don't know when offline classes will conduct. So we are just again we are still in online only. So I am telling again, if you have textbook means refer more problems. It is better to do more problems. Next, see, today we are going to discuss about mean deviation problems itself. Mean deviation from mean we saw in the raw data, how we are finding if mean deviation from mean in the discrete series, in continuous also we saw. Next, mean deviation from median in raw data we saw. Similarly, in a discrete series. Discrete series means a series which contains which one class, it doesn't contain class intervals, x values and f values. Frequencies given, how to compute the mean deviation from median we saw. First we have to find LCF to find median. After that mean deviation from median is sigma f into mod x minus m divided by capital N, isn't it? So capital N, whenever frequency comes means small n is replaced by capital N. One more thing you have to remember, if frequency is there means it will come in both numerator and denominator. In the numerator we are multiplying that absolute deviation into f. So next one, mean deviation from median in the continuous series. See, in the problem, if nothing is mentioned means mean deviation, they just asked compute mean deviation from the following data, means mean deviation is least when it is measured from median, not arithmetic mean or mode. So if they asked compute mean deviation means you have to go for which one? Mean deviation from median. Okay, remember that one. If nothing is mentioned means you have to compute mean deviation from median. So let us go to the first problem. See, compute mean deviation from the following data regarding heights of trees. They didn't ask which mean deviation from which measure of central tendency, they didn't mention. We have to, in such a case we have to compute mean deviation from median. So height of trees and number of trees given. See which data this one? Yes, this is a continuous series. So continuous series means a series which contains class interval and frequencies. So first mean deviation from median, it is understood to us that we have to find median. For finding median, what and all required? Yes, we have to compute less than cumulative frequencies. Next, n by 2. This is a continuous series, capital N by 2. Then LCF just greater than or equal to n by 2. The class corresponding to that is called as median class. Apply the formula, isn't it? So that and all. So first we will go to see same problem. I will do the solution. I'll do. See solution. Class interval. See, I am not writing a height like that. I am not writing see class interval and frequencies. You can write no problem. Height. This is height actually. Height. That is a class interval. Then number of trees. Number of trees is denoted by f, isn't it? Next, which one? Next, mid x is required. You can write mid x. Mid x is required. Then LCF, less than cumulative frequency, is required. remember the formula while doing problems, so that you will come to know how many columns we have to construct and which are that columns. So what is the formula to find mean deviation from median in the case of the continuous series? It is sigma f into mod x minus m divided by capital N. So one column for x minus m is required. Next f into mod x minus m is required. Next only that much, isn't it? So LCF is required to compute median. Next mod x minus median. Next f into mod x minus median. This much columns are required. So height 10 to 12, 12 to 14, 10 to 12, 12 to 14. Next 14 to 16, 16 to 18, 18 to 20. Correct na? Next 2, 6, 8, 3, 1. 2, 6, 8, 3, 1. This much data is given. First we have to find midpoints. Midpoint is 10 plus 12 exclusive class intervals itself given. Upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. 10 plus 12 divided by 2. 12 plus 14 divided by 2. 14 plus 16 divided by 2. 16 plus 18 divided by 2. 18 plus 20 divided by 2. So 10 plus 12 divided by 2, 22 divided by 2, that is 11. Here 13, here 15, here 17, here 19. Correct na? Next less than cumulative frequency to find median. Less than cumulative frequency, first frequency is 2 itself. Don't go through mid x. Mid x total alla this one. LCF means added up frequencies. First one 2 itself. 2 plus 6 8. 8 plus 8 16. 16 plus 3 19. 19 plus 1 20. Correct na? So this is capital N. Capital N is last cumulative frequency, that is 20. Next x minus m. For finding mean deviation from median, first we have to compute which one? Yes, median we have to compute. So first we will find median here. Median. For finding median, capital N is 20. Next n by 2. N by 2 is 20 divided by 2, 10. Next LCF just greater than or equal to 10 is how much? LCF just greater than or equal to 10 is 16. Corresponding class is 14 to 16. So 14 to 16 is our median class. Next L denote lower limit of median class. L equal to 14. F equal to frequency how much? 14 to 16 frequency is 8. Next LCF just above this one is 8. LCF also 8. CF 8. C equal to width of median class, that is 2. Median equal to, apply the formula, L plus n by 2 minus CF into C divided by F. L is 14 plus n by 2 is 10 minus CF is 8 into 2 divided by CF. F is again 8. So again I will do here only 10 minus 8 how much? 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 divided by 8. 4 divided by 8 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. 0.5 plus 14. Answer is 14.5. So 14.5 is our median. So median equal to 14.5, isn't it? Next what we have to do? Next we have to do mod x minus m. Remember here which one signs we are ignoring here. Sign we are not considering. Even if it is negative or positive, ignore the sign. X denote midpoints. 11 minus 14.5. It will be negative. 13 minus 14.5. 15 minus 14.5. 17 minus 14.5, 19 minus 14.5. Correct now? So answer is, I'll write directly 3.5. Next one 1.5. Next 0.5, 2.5, 4.5. Hope it is clear. So mode x minus m means we are taking deviation from each median, ignoring the sign. Next f into mode x minus m. F into mode x minus m. Mode x minus m means this column. F means which column? Second column. Second column into fifth column. 2 into 3.5. Similarly 6 into 1.5. 8 into 0.5. 3 into 2.5. 1 into 4.5. See, I'll write the answers. 7. First one 7, that is 2 into this one, 2 into 3.5. Next 6 into 1.5. Next 9. Next one 4. Next 7.5. Next 4.5. So just second column into fifth column. So we got this much. Next what we have to do? We have to compute the total of last column, that is f into mode x minus m. F into mode x minus m total is required, that is 7 plus 9 plus 4 plus 7.5 plus 4.5. Answer is 32. This is the answer. One more thing required, which one? Capital N is required. Capital N we already found, that is 20. Now apply the formula. We found the median. Hope it is clear. So again I'll rub here. I'll do mean deviation from a median. If nothing is mentioned means you have to find mean deviation from a median itself. So mean deviation from median equal to sigma f into mode x minus m divided by capital N. That is sigma f into mode x minus m is 32 divided by capital N is 20. 32 divided by 20, answer is 1.6. Remember one thing, this is mean deviation from median. It is not the coefficient. So it contains units. Units, which one? Height is given in the feet, isn't it? So 1.6 feet. 1.6 feet. So this is the answer, mean deviation from a median. So one thing you have to remember, if nothing is mentioned, compute mean deviation means you have to compute if mean deviation from anything is not given, you have to compute mean deviation from median itself, because we know that mean deviation is least when it is measured from median. That is called the minimal property of median. Hope it is clear. Next we will go to mean deviation from mode. Mean deviation from mode in the case of row data we saw. So what is first what we have to do? If mean deviation from mode means we have to compute mode. Next one column for mode x minus z. So it's a total, that is sigma mode x minus z divided by small n in the case of ungrouped data or row data. And that is the thing. Next we saw mean deviation from mode in the case of discrete series. Discrete series means which contains x values and f values. Procedure same. In the case of mean deviation from mean, we are finding mean first. In the case of mean deviation from median, we are finding median first. Here in the case of mean deviation from mode, we are computing mode first. So next problem, mean deviation from mode in the case of discrete series. In the case of row data or ungrouped data we saw, isn't it? So this is a discrete series. So next one is compute mean deviation from mode. Compute mean deviation from mode. Compute mean deviation from mode and its coefficient. and its coefficient from the following data. From the following data. So marks scored, number of students given. Marks scored, number of students. 1 minute. Marks scored is 5, next 15, next 25, 35, 25, 35, 45, 55, 45, 55, 65. Isn't it? Here 5, 7, 12, 5, 7, 12, 18, 16, 18, 16, 10, 5. 10, 5. So here what they asked? They asked compute mean deviation from mode from the following data and its coefficient in the case of discrete series. So what is mode in the case of discrete series? Mode is which frequency repeats more or which is the highest frequency you have to see. The corresponding x value is our mode in the case of discrete series, isn't it? So solution is, I will write here only, marks, it is actually x, can write. Number of students is f. So that itself I will write 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. Number of students 5, 7, 12, 18, 16, 10, 5. Correct na? Next, how many columns? What is the formula? Do you remember? Yes, it is sigma f into mode x minus z divided by capital N. In discrete series and continuous series, same formula we are applying. Only the difference, in discrete series x values we are directly getting. In continuous series we have to compute midpoints. Midpoints are called as x values, isn't it? So marks this one, frequency this one. So first we will write a mode here. Mode means z, that is which is highest frequency here? Here highest frequency equal to, highest frequency is I think 18, isn't it? 18 is the highest frequency. 18 is not the mode, the corresponding x value. 18 highest frequency is 18, corresponding x value is 35. So mode equal to 35. Next, construct the columns which are required. One column, which one? Mode we found, mode x minus z actually. So x minus z, mode x minus z directly we will find. So just ignore the sign. X minus z we are computing, even though if it is negative we are not putting the sign. So whatever may be the signs, we are ignoring the sign. X minus z, x denote marks, z denote mode. 5 minus 35, actually minus 30, but here we are writing just 30, correct na? 15 minus 35, that is 20, like that. Next 10, next 0, next 45 minus 35 is 10, 55 minus 35 20, 65 minus 35 is 30, correct na? Next last column, required column is f into mode x minus z. F into mode x minus z, that is f is this one, mode x minus z is this one. So second column into third column, 5 into 30, 7 into 20, 12 into 10, 18 into 0, 16 into 10, 10 into 20, 5 into 30. Just multiply and write the answer. 5 into 30, 150. 7 2s are 14, 140. 12 10s are 120. Next 0. 10 into 16, 160. 10 into 20, 200. 30 into 5, 150. correct na? We have to compute the total of last column and sigma f also we have to compute. We know that mean deviation from mode formula equal to mean deviation from mode, that is mean deviation from mode equal to sigma f into mode x minus z divided by capital N. Sigma f into mode x minus z, its total we have to compute 150 plus 140 plus 120 plus 0 plus 160 plus 200 plus 150. This total we have to find. Similarly, capital N also required. So, its total is 920 and capital N is 73. This is 73. So, just apply the 920 divided by 73. You will get the answer as 12.6. 12.6. Remember one thing, you have to write the unit in which the data is expressed. So, data is about marks of students. So, 12.3 marks. Next, one more thing they asked, which one? Coefficient of mean deviation from mode. Coefficient of mean deviation from mode is, what is the formula? Mean deviation from mode divided by mode. Mean deviation from mode is 12.6. Mode is mode equal to how much? 35. 12.6 divided by 35. Answer is 0.36. 0.36. So, hope it is clear. So, for finding mean deviation from mode in the case of discrete series, the columns required, if you remember the formula, means construct the columns required for that. So, if you know the formula, just how many columns required you can construct. So, it is sigma f into mode x minus z divided by n. Mode in the case of discrete series is the value which has highest frequency, it is a corresponding x value. Highest frequency anne mode alla, highest frequency iruva corresponding x value is our mode, isn't it? Next one, mode, mean deviation itself in the case of continuous series. Mean deviation, compute mean deviation from the following data in the case of continuous series. Mode, how to do? Mean deviation from mode. Okay, I will write here compute mean deviation from mode. Compute mean deviation from mode. Wage, then wages number of persons or F. Wages 0 to 25, next 25 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 100, 75 to 100, 100 to 125, last 125 to 150. 125 to 10, 30, 40, 10, 30, 40, 25, next 20, next 15. So, here also first what we have to do? We have to compute mean deviation from mode. For that we have to compute mode first, isn't it? Class interval frequencies. Class interval frequencies, next mid-x required. So, here 0 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 100, 100 to 125, next 125 to 150, 10, 30, 40, 25, 20, 15. Okay, mid-x we have to find. So, we will continue in the next class. Hope time is over. So, we will continue in the next class with the same problem. So, before that you have to go through all the problems which we discussed so far. Thank you.